It's not just another encouraging thought. No, this is my voice. I have drawn you here because your heart has been crying out for answers, for peace, for provision, and I have heard you. I see what others cannot. I know the weight pressing on your chest, the way your thoughts spiral late into the night, how your soul aches for clarity and comfort. And I say to you now, keep your calm. I am the Lord your God, and I am taking care of the impossible things in your life. I want you to feel the ground beneath you settle. The storm in your heart, it obeys my voice. Just like the wind and the waves were silenced when I spoke to the sea, so too are the tides of anxiety and doubt in your mind. You do not need to strive to fix it all. You do not need to have every solution. I am already at work. Even now, behind the scenes, I am orchestrating a breakthrough that will make you stand in awe. Be still and know that I am God. I know that lately the noise around you has been loud from the news, from voices filled with fear, from whispers of discouragement that try to seep into your peace. But let me be louder. Let my voice echo in your soul until every other sound is silenced. You are not to listen to the panic of the world, nor to the chaos of men who do not understand your calling. I alone hold your destiny, and I alone will bring it to pass. I have done it before. Have you forgotten? The times when I came through just in time, when provision appeared, when healing came, when peace wrapped you up like a warm blanket in the middle of your chaos. That was me. And I will do it again, because I do not change. I do not sleep. I do not forget. I do not abandon those who are mine. You are my child, and your season of fear is over. The enemy has tried to make you forget who you are. He's tried to convince you that your failures disqualified you. But I am not finished with you. What you've been through is not the end, it's preparation. Every tear you cried, every night you questioned, every time you wondered if I was still near, I was. I am. I will always be. Come close to me now. You don't have to wait until you feel perfect or holy or worthy. Just come. I'm not asking you to impress me. I'm asking you to trust me. Let me give you the rest your soul has been yearning for. Lay down your fears at my feet, and let me quiet your racing thoughts. I see the ideas and worries that flutter in your mind like caged birds, stealing your focus and your joy. I want to bring peace to your days and tranquility to your nights. You are an heir of blessing. Yes, you. Though you've questioned it, though you've felt undeserving, though the past has tried to convince you otherwise, there are blessings with your name on them, ones you haven't even glimpsed yet. But too often, you focus on fears, on what-ifs that will never come to pass, or on people whose opinions carry no eternal weight. And in doing so, you've missed the miracles right in front of you. So I say again, calm your heart. Don't be swayed by gossip or headlines, by predictions of doom or the doubts of others. I am the one who speaks the first and the final word over your life. And my word is good. My word is faithful. My word is victorious. Even if thousands rise against you, even if you're facing consequences from your own mistakes, I will still defend you. I will still protect you. You are still mine. Let that sink in, child. You are still mine. And because you are mine, no weapon formed against you will prosper. Even if the world crumbles around you, even if those near you falter from fear, I am calling you to rise. Be strong and courageous. Don't let fear steal your identity or distort your vision. I have not abandoned you. Not now. Not ever. This is my promise. This is my covenant of love, and it cannot be broken. This moment you are living through is the proof of my love. You know in your heart that I am speaking to you right now. You feel it. My spirit is stirring in you. You can sense the truth in these words, that I am reaching into the very questions you haven't been able to put into words, that I am touching wounds you tried to ignore, that I am breathing into your silence. I know how many times you've been marked by rejection, by people who broke your trust and used you as if your heart had no value. I saw every moment of it. I felt every ache. And today, I want you to know that none of it was wasted. None of it. I have gathered each piece of your brokenness and turned them into a mosaic of purpose and power. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by the one who redeems you. Me. You now carry strength you didn't know you had. Wisdom formed in the fire. Compassion shaped by tears. Maturity that only comes from walking through shadows and still choosing the light. That is why now is the time of your release. You are ready to be used. You are ready to be my vessel of love and hope in a darkened world. And because of that, the enemy is threatened. He sees the light growing in you, and so he returns, not because you're weak, but because you are strong. But hear me clearly, he cannot win unless you let him. If you surrender your peace, if you forget your faith and fall into fear, anxiety will strike again, but you don't have to let it, because I am with you. My beloved, my love for you is not fragile. It does not waver when you stumble. It does not retreat when you question. I am not like man. I do not give up. I do not turn my face away because of your failures. My mercy is deeper than the ocean, higher than the stars, and more enduring than any storm you could face. So hear me again. Though you fall, I will lift you. Though you falter, I will steady you. Though your faith wavers, my hand does not. There are moments when you've looked around and thought I wasn't paying attention. You've cried into the darkness thinking your prayers fell into silence. But they didn't. I heard every word. I caught every tear. I listened to the cries you couldn't even express. And I've been working, always working, to answer you in ways greater than you imagined. Even in the silence, I was building your future. You thought you were alone when your strength ran out, but I carried you. When your thoughts were heavy and full of fear, I spoke peace into your mind, even if you didn't notice. I protected you from dangers you never saw coming. I shielded your soul when arrows were fired in the spirit. You have no idea how many times my angels stood guard when darkness tried to devour your light. And now I say this with power and tenderness. You are more than a conqueror, not just someone who survives, but one who rises with victory. Not because you've never failed, but because in me, failure never has the final word. You've given me your heart. You've called me Savior. And even in your most fragile moments, you have clung to me. That loyalty matters. That faith moves my heart. You are not like those who curse my name in hardship. You haven't turned your back on me when pain visited your house. Instead, you stayed. You kept believing. Even when you didn't understand, you whispered prayers when you had no strength to shout. You chose to hope when fear was louder. I saw that. I honored that. And because of that, your reward is coming. But I tell you this as a warning too, stay away from the influence of the wicked. Do not let your ears be filled with the poison of those who reject my word. Stop allowing the bitterness of others to affect your heart. You are not meant to live like those who mock my truth and trample my love. You are called to rise, to walk in purity, to carry my fire with boldness and humility. Keep moving forward. You cannot remain in the place of yesterday. I have opened a great and mighty door before you, and today is your moment to step through it. I am giving you steel-like strength, a spiritual backbone that will not bend under pressure. Go forth with confidence. Stand tall in front of the enemies and the conflicts. I go with you. You are not facing these battles alone. You've grown. Don't you see it? You're not who you used to be. Where you once crumbled, now you stand. Where you once cried in confusion, now you pray with authority. You are valiant among the valiant, a warrior clothed in heavenly armor. I call you champion. I call you mine. And as you wake up each day, begin with me. Let my word ignite your faith. Lay your prayers at my feet with reverence. and boldness. There is nothing, absolutely nothing too hard for me. You have my backing. You have my support. You will never walk alone. But stay calm. Let that peace I pour over you become your home. You are not entering an ordinary season. You are crossing into the supernatural. Doors will open that no man can shut. Provisions will come from unexpected places. Miracles will bloom where only dust and despair once lived. Because I have called you to live by faith, not by fear. Come near. Stay near. This place in my presence is where you truly belong. When your knees touch the ground and your heart bows in faith, my armies are released to fight on your behalf. Even now they are dispatched. Even now they march. Do not let your heart be troubled. Do not let the winds of this world shake your soul. Feel my embrace now, the warmth that surrounds you. That is my love. That is my peace. That is my promise. I am here. I am holding you. I will never let you go. Tell me you receive this. Say it from your heart. You are not imagining things. This is my divine plan, unfolding in your life. You've cried out for change, for help, for provision, and I am answering you. I will transform your nights of anguish into mornings of breakthrough. Even those around you will be amazed at what I am about to do. The ones who once doubted your value, who overlooked your worth, will witness the glory that I pour out over your life. But I ask you, remain grateful. Stay humble. Keep your heart pure. Because with this blessing comes responsibility. I bless not just for your comfort, but for your calling. You are to be a light in the darkness. More is coming. More than what your eyes have seen or your heart imagined. But stay rooted. Stay grounded in me. The more I give, the more you must cling to me. Do not become distracted. Do not chase the gift over the giver. Your secret strength is your intimacy with me. Protect it. My child, I'm opening gates of opportunity. I'm setting before you divine connections, new relationships, unexpected favor. But I need you to discern. Not every open door is from me, but the ones I open no man can shut. Walk with discernment. Walk in my spirit, and you will not be led astray. Your prayers are being answered. You may not see the full picture yet, but the puzzle pieces are coming together. Trust me. Trust the process. I am faithful to complete what I started in you, my beloved. You are entering into a time unlike any you have experienced before. This is not just a season of survival. This is the dawning of your abundance. I have seen how long you have waited, how faithfully you've sown seeds of trust, how quietly you've endured battles that would have broken many others. And now I tell you with unwavering certainty, your provision is on its way. The drought is ending. The heavens are opening. And I am sending a rain of blessings that will saturate every dry place in your life. Your house, yes, your house will be filled with abundance. Not just of things, but of peace, of health, of laughter, of unity. I know how often you feared losing what little you had. I know how you've guarded your family with tears and prayers, hoping to shield them from pain. I have seen your heart, and I am moved. I will honor your petitions. I will answer the cries you whispered in the dark, even the prayers you forgot you prayed. I remember them, and I am responding. Do not listen to the enemy when he tries to convince you that it's too late, that you've missed your moment, that your chance has passed. That is a lie, crafted to keep you bound to regret. But I am the God of divine timing. I make all things beautiful in their season. I restore what was stolen. I resurrect what was buried. I make old dreams new again. What you thought was over is only beginning. What seemed dead is being revived. Your future is full of light. I'm removing the weight of rejection from your shoulders. The voices that once said you'd never succeed, that mocked your attempts, that tried to silence your faith, they will be silenced. Because I am vindicating you. I am lifting you up in the sight of those who doubted. but not to shame them. No, I bless you, so they may see my goodness and turn their hearts to me. Even your story will be a testimony of my mercy. Don't hide your pain anymore. I already know it. I've walked through every moment with you. I felt your heart break when they betrayed you. I heard your silent cries when the world misjudged you. I was near when you felt most alone. And I want you to know, I was not disappointed in you. I never turned away. I stayed because you are mine. My love does not depend on your performance. I loved you before you ever knew me. I chose you when you still thought you were unworthy. I called you by name before you ever spoke mine. And now, I'm healing the places in your heart that have been wounded by lies, by abandonment, by the harshness of life. You are safe with me. Always. There's more I want to give you, but I need your trust. I need your willingness to lay down the fear that has become too familiar. It's time to stop clinging to the false safety of control. I want to take you deeper. I want to show you what it means to walk by faith, not sight. And though that path may seem uncertain, it is the road that leads to miracles. Yes, miracles. That's what I'm doing now, preparing your life to become fertile ground for the miraculous. The kind of miracles that transform generations, that shift legacies, that erase years of sorrow with one moment of my glory. You have longed to see my hand move, and now you will. But not because you earned it, because you trusted me, because you kept believing even when everything screamed at you to give up. Stay alert, my child. The enemy is always looking for a way to rob your peace. He disguises his traps with distractions, with noise, with temptations that look harmless but are deadly. But I am giving you discernment. I am training your spirit to recognize the difference between what feels good and what is good. Lean into my word. Let it be your compass. Let it shape your decisions. In it, you'll find life. The world may offer you quick fixes, but I offer you deep transformation. I am not just changing your circumstances, I'm changing you from the inside out. Your thoughts, your habits, your attitudes, I'm aligning them with heaven, so that when the blessings arrive, you will be ready to carry them with wisdom and grace, so that nothing will be wasted. This is not a small shift. This is destiny being fulfilled. You were born for this. Before your first breath, I wrote your days in my book. Before the world knew your name, I already had a plan. Nothing you've faced has been a surprise to me. And though some of your pain came from choices that hurt you, even those moments are being redeemed. You're about to rise. Do you feel it? The stirring in your spirit, that is, my hand awakening the gifts within you. The call on your life is not imaginary. It is holy. You are chosen to shine. You are chosen to speak. You are chosen to walk in power and purpose. And no voice, not even your own, can cancel what I have ordained. But as I raise you, I also refine you. Don't resist the process. The pruning may hurt, but it's making room for greater fruit. I'm cutting away the things that no longer serve your purpose. Relationships, habits, distractions, they will fall away, and you must let them go. Trust me. I know what needs to remain and what must be removed. I'm not taking from you to harm you. I'm making space for something glorious. Hold my hand. Keep walking. There is more just ahead. A deeper wave of peace is coming. A heavier glory is drawing near. And the provision I promised, it is already in motion. Your house will be filled. Your hands will be full. Your heart will overflow. My child, as I take you further, understand this truth: what I am building in your life is eternal. Not temporary comfort, not passing pleasures, but a deep and lasting transformation that touches everything you are and everything you will become. I am not simply solving problems. I am shaping a testimony. Every trial, every tear, every step in the dark has been part of a divine story written with love and glory from the very beginning. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are walking through chapters I have authored, and the ending is victory. You have cried out to me, Lord, when will the change come? When will peace settle? When will the storm pass? And now I answer, the winds are calming because I have spoken. My voice alone silences chaos. My breath alone brings life to dry bones. And I say to you, your soul is coming into rest. Not because everything outside you has changed yet, but because within you I am doing a new thing. You will begin to feel strength rising in you like never before. Not borrowed strength, but mine. Strength to say no to temptation. Strength to believe again. Strength to forgive. Strength to wait. Yes, even strength to rejoice before the miracle arrives. Because you will know it's on the way. I am teaching you to live from faith, not from feelings. Feelings shift, but my word never fails. Even now, I am speaking to the deepest places of your identity. You have defined yourself by pain, by failure, by comparison. But I have called you something else: redeemed, loved, anointed, equipped. The enemy tried to name you with shame, but I renamed you with purpose. The world labeled you as weak, but I call you warrior. You saw yourself as forgotten, but I have engraved your name upon my hands. Stop rehearsing the past. Stop feeding thoughts that were never planted by me. You don't belong in the prison of guilt or the cage of shame. I broke every chain. I shattered the walls. I opened the cell. Now it is time for you to walk out. The door is open. Your freedom has been paid in full by the blood of my Son. Let go. Walk forward. You're not who you were, and you never will be again. Let me remind you, you are forgiven. That mistake? It was real, yes, but my mercy is more real. That failure? I saw it, and I already made a way beyond it. That regret that keeps echoing in your mind, I silence it with grace. When I forgave you, I didn't keep a receipt. I erased the debt. I tore the record. I buried it in the sea of forgetfulness. Stop fishing for what I've already washed away. Your mind may still replay old memories, but I want to renew your thoughts. That's why I give you my word, not just as information, but as transformation. Speak it out loud. Declare it over your life. Meditate on it when anxiety rises. Let it become your weapon and your shield. When you speak my truth, heaven responds. Let me speak this to you now. You are safe, no matter what surrounds you, no matter how loud the world gets, no matter how unstable things may seem. You are hidden under the shadow of my wings. I am your refuge. I am your defender. No disease, no disaster, no destruction can override my divine protection over you. I have marked your home. I have stationed angels to stand guard. I have declared peace over your dwelling. And this peace, it is not like the world gives. It is not shallow or fragile. It is not stolen by a single bad report or shaken by a sudden loss. It is my peace, unbreakable, supernatural, unexplainable. The kind of peace that makes no sense to your enemies. The kind of peace that sustains you when others fall. That is your inheritance. You are stepping into a season of revelation. I am opening your eyes. What you could not see before will become clear. I will give you wisdom that surpasses your age, discernment beyond your experience, insight into things that have confused you for years. As you draw near to me, I will whisper truths into your spirit that cannot be shaken. You will not be deceived, because my voice will be your compass. And as your vision clears, you will begin to dream again. Yes, those dreams you laid down, thinking they were dead, I'm resurrecting them. I placed them in your heart for a reason, and now they are coming alive, not in your strength, but in mine. Not by striving, but by surrender. What once seemed out of reach will suddenly come into view, but I need your yes. Not just your partial surrender, but all of you. I want to walk with you, not just on Sundays or during crisis, but every day, in every breath. I want to be your first thought in the morning, your peace in the middle of the day, your comfort at night. I want to be part of your decisions, your dreams, your relationships, your plans. I want to be the center, not the emergency exit. This is not religion, this is relationship. This is the invitation of love. I have waited patiently for you to come closer. And now I say again, come, come boldly. Come as you are. I am not angry. I am not disappointed. I am ready to pour into you more than you could ask or imagine. You have been through fire, but you did not burn. You walked through floods, but you did not drown. Because I have been with you, every step, every breath, every battle. And now I say arise. Arise in joy, arise in purpose, arise in power. The time of mourning is passing. The day of dancing is near. The oil of gladness is being poured on your head. Your ashes are being exchanged for beauty. The promise still stands. The vision is still alive. The dream is still possible. I am not done with you. I am just getting started. My beloved, I rejoice as I watch your heart open wider with each word I speak. You are awakening. The shell of heaviness that once surrounded you is beginning to crack, and my light is seeping in. It's reaching places long hidden, healing wounds you stopped believing could ever close. This is what my presence does. It doesn't just comfort, it restores. It doesn't just soothe, it resurrects. And today I am breathing resurrection into your spirit. There is a fire I am igniting in you. Not a wildfire of chaos, but a steady, powerful flame that will light the path ahead and burn away every trace of fear. This fire is holy. This fire is pure, and it will never be extinguished, because it does not come from emotion or effort. It comes from my spirit within you. You are not running on your own anymore. You are moving with heaven's wind at your back. You may feel small compared to the giants around you, but I remind you, I have always chosen the unlikely. David had no armor. Gideon had too few men. Moses had a stutter. But none of that mattered, because I was with them, and I am with you. I'm not asking you to prove yourself. I'm asking you to trust that what I placed inside you is enough, because I am enough. I see the enemy trying to whisper old lies. You'll never make it. You're not special. You'll always struggle. But I command those lies to break right now in the power of my name. You are not average. You are not forgotten. You are not a mistake. You are my masterpiece, designed with precision, with calling, with destiny carved into every fiber of your being. I make no accidents, and I do not change my mind. Lift your eyes. You've been looking down at your failures, down at your past, down at the ground you've walked in shame. But now I say, lift your eyes. See what I see. Look ahead. There's a future blazing with hope, not because everything will be easy, but because I will be with you in every step, turning battles into blessings and warfare into worship. I've already begun the shift. Can you feel it? The tension you've lived in is loosening. The anxiety that choked your breath is breaking. The despair that made you question your purpose is lifting. These are not small changes. They are supernatural moves of my grace. This is the evidence that my hand is on you. And now, I ask you to respond not by works, but by surrender. Let go of the desire to have it all figured out. I'm not asking you to chart every detail. I'm asking you to follow. One step, one whisper, one act of obedience at a time. I promise you each act will lead you closer to destiny, closer to fulfillment, closer to peace that doesn't fade. This is also the moment for your voice to rise. For too long, fear has silenced you. Pain has muted your praise. Shame has stolen your song. But I say, speak again, declare again, worship again. You don't need to feel perfect to lift your voice. Worship is not a reward for good behavior. It is a weapon against despair. And when you praise me in your valley, all of heaven moves on your behalf. Sing in the storm. Cry if you must, I collect every tear. But sing. Let your spirit release its sound. There is healing in that melody. There is breakthrough in that praise. And don't just worship in church or in moments of stillness. Learn to carry worship into your kitchen, into your commute, into your battles. Let praise be your atmosphere. I am pouring oil over your head, the oil of gladness, the oil of power, the oil of healing. It will flow into your home, saturate your workplace, anoint your relationships. People will ask, "What's different about you?" And you'll know, it's me, my fragrance on your life, my presence clinging to your spirit. This is not temporary. I don't give blessings just for a day. I give rivers of living water that never run dry. But you must stay connected to the source. Don't let your roots wander. Abide in me. Make space for me not just in emergencies, but daily, in the rhythm of your life. Wake up with me. Walk with me. Rest with me. I will sustain you. Don't look to others to validate what I've already confirmed. You don't need everyone's approval. You need my direction. And I've already said yes. I've already commissioned you. I've already marked you with favor. Stop shrinking to fit into spaces I never designed for you. You are meant to shine, not hide. And as you rise, don't forget, you are rising for others too. I'm calling you not just to be free, but to be a deliverer, to speak life to those who sit in darkness, to remind others that I am real, that I am near, and that I still move in power. Your story will become someone's survival guide. Your scars will be signs of hope, and through you, I will reach many. But this requires focus. I am giving you opportunities, and with them come choices. You must choose what to feed, faith or fear. You must choose what to listen to, my voice, or the noise of the world. You must choose who you are, a prisoner of the past, or a child of the promise. Choose wisely. I've given you everything you need, and now I'm preparing to release something greater. You've tasted my goodness, but I have so much more. Deeper revelations, greater authority, sweeter encounters. You've only scratched the surface. Come further still, my child, for what lies ahead is unlike anything you've imagined. You have walked with me in the valley, and you've seen glimpses of my faithfulness, but now I am calling you to ascend, to come up to higher ground, where the air is clearer, where distractions fall away, and where my voice resounds like thunder over your soul. This is the place of clarity, the place of bold vision, the place of empowerment. You have spent too long at the foot of the mountain, doubting whether you are worthy to climb. But today I say, you are ready. I have prepared you. I have tested your heart. I've equipped you through seasons you thought would destroy you. What felt like punishment was actually preparation. What seemed like abandonment was me deepening your roots, so that when the storms came, you would not be moved. You see, the higher you go, the more intentional your steps must become. The terrain is different here. There is no room for excess baggage. That's why I asked you to lay down offenses, old wounds, toxic relationships, and patterns of self-doubt. Not to punish you, but to free you. Because up here, the weight of yesterday cannot accompany the glory of tomorrow. You must travel light to receive the fullness of what I'm about to release. I am clothing you with strength. I am wrapping you in light. The very areas where you once felt weakest will become the places where my power shines brightest. You thought, but I'm not like them, I'm not as strong, I'm not as capable. And I say, that's exactly why I chose you, because my strength is made perfect in weakness. You are the vessel through which my glory will flow, not because you're flawless, but because you're surrendered. And now, I am unlocking purpose. Listen closely. Your life has always had divine meaning. Even when you felt invisible, even when others overlooked your potential. I have never stopped working behind the scenes. Every job, every setback, every unexpected twist was a thread in the tapestry I've been weaving. And soon you'll see the full picture and you'll marvel. There is a mantle being placed upon you, a calling that is holy, a weight of responsibility, yes, but also of great joy. You were not created to blend in. You were not saved to stay silent. There is fire in your bones that I have kindled, and it must be released. Speak when I tell you to speak. Move when I tell you to move. Love fiercely. Forgive quickly. Trust deeply. I will send you to places you did not expect, to people you never imagined helping. You will carry my presence like a flame through darkness, and where others have retreated in fear, you will advance in courage, not because you seek glory, but because you seek me. Your obedience will open doors, your faith will shift atmospheres, your prayers will awaken miracles. You are a warrior in the spirit, though you may not always feel like it. The battles you've fought in silence, I've seen every one, and your perseverance has not gone unnoticed. The days you stood firm when it would have been easier to give up, I counted those as victories. The tears you shed without a single witness, I bottled every one. I am the God who sees, the God who remembers, the God who rewards. Do not think that your pain was wasted. Every moment of suffering is being redeemed. Not only will you heal, you will become a healer. Not only will you rise, you will lift others. Not only will you overcome, you will teach others how to overcome. Your scars are becoming sources of strength. Your brokenness is being rebuilt into unshakable faith. Stay close to me. In the days ahead, I will speak more clearly. I will guide you with precision. You will know when to speak and when to be silent, when to fight and when to rest, when to run and when to wait. I am training your ears to hear my whispers. I am sharpening your spirit to discern my ways. You will not be led astray, for I am your shepherd. And as I lead you, expect increase. Not just financial, though provision is part of my promise. Expect increase in wisdom, in favor, in opportunities to impact others. Expect doors to open, and don't be surprised when you walk through them with peace and confidence. This is what I've been preparing you for. There will be opposition, but do not fear. The enemy only fights what threatens his darkness. The attacks are confirmation, not condemnation. You are not under a curse. You are under my covering, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. I will raise a standard against every assault. I will turn every scheme into a stepping stone. I will silence every tongue that rises against you. Do not waste energy defending yourself. I will vindicate you. Focus on the mission. Keep your eyes on me. Worship will be your compass. Gratitude will be your sword. Humility will be your shield. And my joy will be your strength. I know what weighs on your heart, the decisions ahead, the responsibilities you carry, the people you love. I hold it all in my hands. Nothing is too heavy for me. Nothing slips through my fingers. Trust me with what you cannot control. And remember, you are never alone. Even when no one checks on you, even when your strength feels invisible to others, I see you. I am proud of you. I am walking beside you, fighting for you, smiling over you. Heaven celebrates your every step of faith. Now, rise with boldness. The next level is calling. The breakthrough is near. Your heart is being enlarged to receive greater promises, and your hands are being prepared to carry divine harvests. Come higher still, my beloved, for the view from this place will change your entire perspective. Up here, the mountains you feared begin to look like stepping stones. The problems that once seemed insurmountable now shrink beneath the weight of my glory. This is what happens when you ascend. You begin to see as I see. You begin to feel as I feel. And you begin to live not from your strength, but from mine. I have not brought you this far to leave you now. No, I have brought you here to establish you deeply, securely, unshakably. I am building in you a foundation that will withstand every storm, every attack, every doubt that tries to rise against you. Your emotions may shift, but your soul will remain anchored, because it is anchored in me. You've been through seasons where everything around you changed: relationships, income, direction, stability. It felt like the ground was always moving beneath your feet. But now, I am placing you on the rock that cannot be moved. You will stand, and not only stand, you will flourish, even in drought, even in difficulty, because your roots are going deeper into me. There is nothing you've faced that has been wasted. Every delay, every disappointment, every rejection has served a purpose. It refined your motives. It cleared your vision. It stripped away the unnecessary. And now, what remains is pure. What remains is holy. What remains is ready. I'm about to launch you. Yes, launch, not gently ease you into the next chapter, but propel you into it with power. Things will begin to happen suddenly. Answers to prayers long delayed. Restoration of relationships you thought were lost. Resources flowing from unexpected places. It will feel fast, but it will not be rushed. It is my divine acceleration. But remember, with acceleration comes the need for deeper trust. You must learn to follow me, step by step, moment by moment. Don't rely on yesterday's instructions. Stay close enough to hear my voice today. I will speak through scripture, through dreams, through inner promptings of my spirit. I am not silent. I am speaking, always. You've asked me for clarity, and I will give it. But clarity does not always mean comfort. Sometimes I will lead you into unfamiliar places, not to harm you, but to stretch you. Growth is rarely easy, but it is always worth it. When I prune you, it is only to make space for greater fruit. When I correct you, it is only because I love you deeply. Do not despise the discipline of my hand. I correct those I cherish, and I see greatness in you. I see potential that you haven't yet seen in yourself. I see gifts you're still discovering, and I will draw them out, little by little, until the fullness of who you are in me is revealed. The world needs what I have placed in you. I did not create you to merely survive. I created you to reign, to walk in dominion, to speak with authority, to live with passion. You are not powerless. You are not helpless. You are filled with my spirit, sealed with my promise, and equipped for every good work. Let go of the lie that says you are too broken, too flawed, too late. I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called. You are called, chosen, set apart. There is a reason you've never fit in, because I didn't create you to conform. You carry a different spirit. You hunger for truth. You ache for justice. You long for purity. That is my spirit working in you. Don't suppress it. Don't tone it down. Let me shine through you without filter, without apology. As I elevate you, I will also protect you. I know how deeply you fear being hurt again. Betrayal has left wounds. Disappointment has hardened parts of your heart. But I am healing you now. I am softening what life has made callous. I am removing the fear of vulnerability. You will love again. You will trust again. You will hope again. And you will not walk alone. I will surround you with people who see your heart, who celebrate your growth, who honor your journey. Some connections will end not because of bitterness, but because their chapter in your life is complete. Let them go. I have new alignments for you, ones that will fuel your purpose and confirm your calling. You've also asked me to provide, and I tell you I will. But provision is not just about money. I will provide strength. I will provide wisdom. I will provide divine ideas. I will give you what you need, when you need it. Don't worry about the how, focus on the who. I am the source. I never run dry. Your needs do not intimidate me. Your dreams do not overwhelm me. Your questions do not offend me. Bring it all to me. I am your father, not your judge. I am your refuge, not your accuser. And I delight in blessing my children, especially when they come with open hearts. Make room in your life for what's coming. Clear out the clutter, physical, emotional, spiritual. Simplify your environment. Create space for peace, for creativity, for joy. You cannot receive new wine while clinging to old wineskins. Let go of what no longer serves your growth. There's more I want to give, but I won't pour into hands that are too full of what I never intended you to carry. Yes, my child, overflow is your portion. Not just enough to get by, not barely sufficient, but pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I am not the God of barely. I am the God of abundance. And when I bless beyond comprehension. I bless in ways that silence doubters, that heal hearts, that shift atmospheres. You will look back and say, only God could have done this. This overflow isn't just for you. I bless you to make you a blessing. You are a conduit, not a container. I pour into you so you can pour into others. Your family, your community, your friends, even strangers, they will all taste the fruit of what I'm doing in you. Your hands, once empty, will now be used to fill others. Your words, once silenced by fear, will now echo with hope. And your story, once marked by pain, will now be a living testimony of my power. You've asked me, Lord, how will I know when it's time? And I say, the time is now. No more waiting for the perfect moment. No more postponing obedience because of fear. The door is open. The waters are stirring. The anointing is present. Step out. Walk forward. Speak. Build. Love. Go. You have everything you need because I go before you. And as you step, you will find that the provision meets you on the path. You don't have to see the entire staircase, just take the next step. I will place your feet on firm ground. I will guide you around the snares. I will make the crooked places straight. You are not walking blind, you are walking by faith. And I reward faith. Stay tuned to my spirit. I am giving you dreams not just at night, but in your heart. Dreams that won't leave you alone, that keep resurfacing, that make your spirit leap. Don't push them aside. Don't belittle them. Those dreams are holy. I put them there, and I will bring the right people, the right resources, the right timing to see them fulfilled. But you must believe, even when it looks impossible. Especially then, the enemy will try to distract you not with obvious evil, but with subtle detours. Busyness, doubt, comparison, worry. These things seem harmless at first, but they slowly drain your strength. Be vigilant. Guard your peace. Protect your time. Not every opportunity is a divine assignment. Not every invitation requires your yes. Learn to say no, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. You are carrying something holy, and it deserves protection. Rest, too, is part of obedience. This journey is not about hustle. It's about abiding. I never asked you to burn out for me. I asked you to walk with me, to remain in me. Your pace must match my voice, not the world's urgency. Slow down if you must. Breathe deeply. Rest in my presence. Let me refill what life has drained. You'll begin to notice things shifting not just externally, but within you. Where there was fear, now there is boldness. Where there was confusion, now there is clarity. Where there was chaos, now there is divine order. I'm not just rearranging circumstances, I'm transforming your very nature. You are becoming who I've always seen you as. Don't be afraid of growth. It will stretch you. It may even feel uncomfortable, but it will not break you. I am the potter, you are the clay, and I do not make mistakes. I mold with purpose. I shape with vision. What I'm forming in you is rare, refined by fire, strengthened by waiting, anchored in truth. And I have not forgotten your prayers, even the ones you stopped praying because they seemed unanswered. I hold everyone in my hands. I have not ignored you. Some answers take time because I am working on more than one layer. I'm preparing hearts, aligning timelines, opening doors. Trust me, when the answer comes, it will be perfect. I'm restoring joy. Yes, pure joy, not based on circumstances, but rooted in my presence. Joy that dances even in the rain. Joy that laughs in the face of fear. Joy that spills over into every room you enter. This is your inheritance. You were never meant to live in constant worry. That was never my design. You were made to live free, joyful, light-hearted, childlike, in your trust. Let my joy be your strength. Let it carry you through the trials. Let it lift your chin when the world tries to bow your head in shame. You are radiant when you walk in joy. The enemy fears a joyful soul because joy is a declaration of trust, it says. My God is faithful, no matter what. Speak these truths daily. Declare my promises. Your words have power. They are not empty, they are seeds. And as you speak, you sow. Sow peace, sow blessing, sow healing. Let your mouth become an instrument of heaven. No more aligning with fear or doubt. Speak life. Speak truth. Speak as one who knows their Father is King. And know this. I am proud of you. Yes, you. Even when you feel small. Even when you doubt your impact. Even when you wonder if you're making a difference. I see your heart. I see your efforts. I see your tears. And I call you faithful. You are not failing. You are not behind. You are growing. You are blooming. You are moving forward. Even if it feels slow. I am not comparing you to anyone. I am walking with you at your pace. And every step you take in faith is precious to me. So close, my beloved. You can almost feel it now, can't you? That shift in the atmosphere. That rising sense that something is changing. That the heaviness is lifting, that breakthrough is drawing near. It is not your imagination. It is me. I am moving not just around you, but within you. This nearness you feel, this fire burning in your chest, that is my presence making all things new. You've endured much. There were seasons you could have walked away, could have given in to bitterness, could have drowned in disappointment. But you stayed. You clung to hope even when the rope felt thin. And I saw every moment, every act of obedience in secret, every tear you wiped when no one else noticed, every silent prayer. I collected them all, and now I tell you, the reward is coming. Yes, reward. I am not unjust. I do not overlook the faithfulness of those who love me. You did not press through all of this for nothing. There is a harvest coming, one that will bring joy, rest, and clarity. It will be so specific, so undeniable, that you will say, this is the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in my eyes. But I also need you to be ready, because with blessing comes responsibility. The miracles I am releasing are not just answers to your prayers. They are invitations to greater purpose. You will need to steward what I give you. Nurture it. Protect it. Multiply it. Whether it is a new opportunity, a relationship, a vision, or an increase in influence, it is holy. Treat it as such, and stay humble. This is the key to lasting breakthrough. Do not let pride creep in. Do not believe the lie that you did this on your own. You did your part, yes, but it is my grace, my breath, my hand that turned the tide. Stay anchored in gratitude. Let your heart continually say, Lord, apart from you, I am nothing. That posture will preserve you. I will also begin to use you more visibly. You won't have to strive for a platform. I will give you influence, not for fame, but for impact. Your voice carries weight because it carries my truth. Your presence will shift rooms, not because of your charisma, but because of my spirit resting upon you. Walk in that with reverence, not fear. I will give you what to say. I will teach you how to move. Just stay yielded. You will begin to recognize your authority in me. Where you once cowered, you will now speak boldly. Where you once hesitated, you will now act in faith. Where you once avoided confrontation, you will now stand as a defender of truth and love. This is the rising of the lion within you. This is the awakening of your calling. And yes, I will defend you. Some may not understand the new season I'm leading you into. They may question, criticize, or distance themselves. Let them. Not everyone is meant to go where I'm taking you. Do not fight to keep what I've asked you to release. Some separations are necessary for elevation. I bring pruning, not to punish, but to promote. Even those who turn their backs on you, bless them. Forgive them. Release them into my hands. I will deal with them justly. But your focus must stay on the path ahead. You cannot keep driving forward if you're staring into the rearview mirror. Look ahead, my child. What's coming is far greater than what was lost. You will see it soon, the evidence of my faithfulness surrounding you. Unexpected calls, open doors, divine alignments, encounters that seem too perfect to be coincidence, because they aren't. They are appointments I have set in motion. You are stepping into prepared places. And your family? I have not forgotten them. I am working on hearts behind the scenes. Prayers you've whispered for loved ones are moving angels even now. Restoration is coming. Healing is being released. Generational chains are being broken. The legacy of faith you carry will not end with you. It will flow through your bloodline like a river of righteousness and peace. So don't give up now. Don't retreat just before the promise. The enemy would love to discourage you at the door of your destiny. But you are not one to back down. You are not one to shrink. You are my warrior, my messenger, my beloved, and you are fully equipped. Worship me in advance. Thank me as if the miracle has already happened, because in my realm, it has. Heaven is not preparing to bless you. It already has. The manifestation is on its way, and your praise accelerates its arrival. So lift your voice. Let gratitude rise like incense. Let worship be your warfare. You are not waiting anymore. You are walking into fulfillment. With every step, you are stepping into the land I promised. With every breath, you are breathing in the atmosphere of answered prayer. Your feet are on holy ground, because I have ordained this moment. Lift your eyes, beloved. Look around. Look ahead. The fog is clearing. The skies are opening. The sound of rejoicing is near. The morning is broken, and your weeping has turned into dancing. Beloved, listen now with your whole heart, for this is the final seal on what I have spoken. This is not just the end of a message. This is the birthing of a new reality in your life. The old season has passed. The chains have fallen. The shadows have lifted. You are crossing over. You are stepping into the very thing your spirit has longed for, the promise that seemed distant, the restoration you almost stopped praying for. It is here. It is now. It is me. I am not a man that I should lie. Every word I have whispered to your heart, every promise I've spoken in secret, every dream I breathed into your soul, it will not return void. My timing is perfect. My plans are sure, and I declare over your life, it is done. The door is open. The path is made clear. The blessing is released. Walk in it. You are crowned with favor, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. You are not an orphan trying to earn approval. You are, my child, already loved, already chosen, already called. Your identity is not in what you do, but in who you belong to, and you belong to me. Your future is secure, not because there won't be storms, but because I have already walked through them ahead of you. I go before you. I cover you. I surround you. I am your shield, your refuge, your unfailing support. When the winds blow and the waves rise, know that I am in your boat. You will not sink. You will not be destroyed. You are held. Let every word I've spoken to you take root now. Let it echo in your spirit until it becomes your reality. Let it be your compass when doubt whispers. Let it be your fire when apathy creeps in. Let it be your anchor when the winds of this world try to sway your faith. My word is truth. My word is life. And my word is yours. Return to it often. Speak it aloud. Write it on your walls. Teach it to your children. Build your life upon it. And when the enemy comes with lies, remind him of who I am and who you are in me. You are more than a conqueror. You are sealed by my spirit. You are covered by my blood. You are destined for glory. No more hesitation. No more delay. No more fear. It is time to rise. Time to dream again. Time to create. To build. To love. To sing. To give. To shine. There is a light in you that the world desperately needs. Don't hide it. Don't dim it. Let it blaze with the fire of heaven. And know this, I am not far. I am not distant. I am as close as your breath, as near as your whisper. I walk with you in the mundane. I sit with you in the silence. I rejoice with you in victory. I weep with you in sorrow. I never leave. I never abandon. I never grow weary of you. You are my delight. So as you go forward, go with boldness. Go with confidence. Go with peace. You are not stepping into the unknown, you are stepping into fulfillment. You are not leaving your comfort zone, you are entering your calling. And you are not alone. I am with you. My spirit will remind you of everything I've said. In the quiet, you will hear my voice. In the crowd, you will sense my nearness. In every choice, I will guide you. In every trial, I will sustain you. In every victory, I will celebrate with you. And I will do more. More than you can ask. More than you can imagine. More than you even know how to dream. This is the beginning of the exceedingly abundantly season. Not just enough, but overflow. Not just answers, but abundance. Not just healing, but wholeness. My beloved child, I speak to you now with urgency, not to alarm you, but to awaken what has long been asleep within you. Do not ignore my voice, for it comes wrapped in divine love, filled with truth and power. I have something urgent to tell you, something that cannot wait another day. This is not just another message. This is a divine interruption, a holy encounter. I have brought you to this moment not by chance but by design. You were meant to read these words. You were meant to feel this stirring in your spirit. It is I, your God, calling you. You may feel like the world around you is unraveling. Fear knocks loudly. Doubt whispers persistently. And yet, I am still here unshaken, unwavering, and closer than ever before. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Even in your darkest hours, my presence surrounded you. Even when you couldn't feel me, I was there carrying you, fighting for you, whispering my truth into the atmosphere around you. This message is not simply to comfort you. It is to realign you. It is to reignite the flame of faith within you. You have been tired, weary, drained from carrying burdens too heavy for your soul. You have questioned your strength and doubted your ability to stand. But I am here to remind you, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You were never meant to endure this life in your own power. I, the Lord your God, am your strength. Lift your eyes. Look again. See beyond what is in front of you. That mountain of worry, I can move it. That storm of pain, I can calm it. That burden of guilt, I can lift it. You need only believe, not with perfect faith, not with flawless strength, but with the humble trust of a child who knows their father will never leave them. You feel something shifting even now, don't you? That's not emotion. That's not coincidence. That's my spirit. Your soul recognizes the truth. Your spirit leaps because it knows the sound of your Creator's voice. I am here, and I am doing something new in your life. You've been praying, crying, waiting, and now the answer begins to unfold. Don't walk away from this moment. Don't silence what I've stirred in you. Let it grow. Let it rise. Let it burn brighter than the lies that have tried to dim your hope. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. You are chosen, loved, protected, called. Everything you've been through has not been in vain. Every tear you've cried, I have counted. Every night you felt alone, I was holding you. Every failure, I have forgiven. Every wound, I am healing. The world has tried to define you by your mistakes, but I defined you by my mercy. The enemy has tried to label you as broken, but I call you redeemed. Others have said you're not enough, but I say you are more than a conqueror through me. You've been listening to too many voices of fear, condemnation, discouragement. But now, you must tune your ears to my frequency. I am the voice that brings peace in chaos, hope in despair, light in darkness. You have cried out to me, and I have heard you. I am answering not just with a yes or no, but with my presence. I'm giving you clarity where there's been confusion. I'm speaking truth where there's been lies. I'm pouring out grace where there's been shame. I am rebuilding what was broken, restoring what was lost, reviving what was dead. You are not stuck. You are not cursed. You are standing on the edge of your breakthrough, but I need you to respond. Not later, not tomorrow, now, with your whole heart. Don't hesitate. Don't resist. Say yes to me again. Say yes to the healing. Say yes to the journey. Say yes to the love I'm pouring over you. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have it all figured out. Just be willing. Just be open. Just come. I know the weight you've been carrying. I know the guilt that has haunted you. I know the questions that have gone unanswered. But I am not afraid of your mess. I am not disgusted by your pain. I welcome it. I take it. I transform it. Bring it all to me, your fears, your doubts, your sins, your regrets. Lay them down at my feet. I am the God who makes all things new. This isn't about religion. This is about relationship. I don't want your performance. I want your heart. I long to be close to you, not just on Sundays, not just when you feel spiritual, but every moment of every day. I want to walk with you, talk with you, and show you the depths of my love. You were created for intimacy with me, and it's time to return to that place. Let go of the distractions. Silence the noise. Come away with me. In the stillness, you will hear my heartbeat again. In the quiet, you will rediscover your worth. In my presence, you will find everything your soul has been craving. You've looked for it in people, in accomplishments, in pleasures, but it's only found in me. You are my child, my delight, my treasure. I rejoice over you with singing. I dance when I see you drawing near. I don't hold your past against you. I hold your future in my hands. And it is a future filled with hope, purpose, and beauty. Yes, there will be trials. Yes, there will be battles. But you will never face them alone. This is only the beginning. There is so much more I want to reveal to you. So much more I want to pour into your life. But first, you must take this moment seriously. Open your heart. Receive my words. Let them take root. And prepare yourself, because what I am about to do in your life will exceed your greatest imagination. My child, now that your heart has been stirred and your spirit awakened, listen with even greater attentiveness. What I am about to reveal goes deeper, not just to soothe your soul, but to restructure the foundation of how you think, how you walk, how you believe. This is not a temporary touch. This is the beginning of a transformation, and I am leading you through it one divine word at a time. You have asked, Lord, why have I felt so distant from you? Why has the fire dwindled? Why do I struggle to hear you clearly? And I answer you now, it's not because I withdrew. It's because there have been so many other voices competing with mine. The volume of fear, the noise of doubt, the clamor of distraction, they have clouded your spiritual hearing. But I am clearing the static. I am removing the fog. I am amplifying my voice in your life once again. Do not fear this process. Yes, it may feel like I'm shaking things, rearranging your priorities, exposing what's been buried. But this is mercy. I discipline not to punish, but to prepare. I remove what is dead not to harm you, but to make room for what is alive. I am pruning the branches of your soul so that you may bear much fruit. What I cut, I will replace. What I tear down, I will rebuild stronger. You've grown used to surviving. But I didn't create you merely to survive, I called you to thrive. You've accepted the lie that struggle and shame are your lifelong companions. But I am breaking those chains. The generational curses stop here. The cycles of fear end now. The addiction to guilt is being severed. You are stepping into a holy freedom that is not based on emotion, but on revelation. There are things I have been whispering to you, quiet instructions, nudges, moments of conviction, and you have sometimes pushed them aside, thinking they were your own thoughts or mere feelings. But now you know, it was me. I've been calling you gently, warning you in love, guiding you through grace. My voice is not always loud, but it is always present. And when you respond, doors open that no man can shut. I have been protecting you even when you didn't realize it. The delays, the rejections, the unanswered prayers, they weren't punishments. They were shields. There were paths that looked good but would have led to destruction. There were people you wanted to hold on to who were never meant to walk with you into this next season. I allowed the shaking because I love you too much to let you settle for less than what I've prepared. And now, I'm inviting you to come deeper. This is not surface-level faith. This is not occasional worship. This is a lifestyle of intimacy. I want to walk with you in the ordinary and the extraordinary. I want to speak to you in traffic, in your kitchen, in your workplace, in your dreams. I want to become your first instinct, not your last resort. But intimacy requires honesty. It requires vulnerability. It requires trust. So let me have access to everything, not just the parts you've cleaned up, but the messy places too. The places of doubt, the wounds you've hidden, the anger you've buried, the disappointment you've tried to suppress. Bring it all to me. I can handle it. And more than that, I want it. Because when you give me your truth, I exchange it for my truth. You say you're tired, and I understand. Life has been heavy. You've carried burdens that weren't yours to carry. You've tried to be strong for everyone else while neglecting your own soul. But I am lifting that weight now. I am calling you to rest, not just physical rest, but soul rest. The kind of rest that comes when you trust me fully, when you stop striving, when you surrender. Yes, surrender. That is the invitation of this hour. Surrender your need to control. Surrender your timeline. Surrender your expectations. Surrender your fear of what others might think. I know surrender feels scary, like letting go of the wheel in a storm. But I assure you, I am the better driver. I see the road ahead. I know the destination. And I have never lost a passenger who chose to trust me. As you surrender, you will find peace. Not the peace the world gives, fragile and fleeting, but my peace, unshakable, steady, rooted in eternal truth. This peace will guard your heart and mind. It will anchor you in chaos. It will preserve your joy when circumstances try to steal it, and it will become a beacon to others who are still searching for the light. Because make no mistake, others are watching. They've seen your struggle. They've seen your resilience. They've seen how you keep showing up, even when you feel broken inside. And soon, they will see your breakthrough. They will see your transformation. They will see the evidence of my glory written across your life. And through you, they will come to know me. That's why this moment is so urgent. It's not just about you. It's about the people tied to your obedience. It's about the generations impacted by your decisions. It's about the revival that will ripple through your family, your city, your circle, because you chose to respond to my voice. You've come this far, my child, and now I draw you even deeper. Let my voice continue to echo in your heart, louder than the noise of fear, more consistent than the distractions of this world. I am not calling you to a one-time experience, but to a lifestyle of encounter. I want to dwell with you, not just visit you. I want to inhabit your days, your decisions, your every breath. There is urgency not because I'm angry, but because your destiny is too precious to be delayed. The enemy knows this, which is why he has tried so hard to distract you, deceive you, and detour you. He knows the authority that lies dormant within you. He fears the sound of your voice once you know who you truly are in me. He trembles at the thought of you walking fully in your calling, because when you do, chains will break. Not just your own, but those around you. You are a breaker of cycles, a carrier of my spirit, a vessel of my glory. The anointing on your life is not ordinary. It's not accidental. It is strategic, handpicked, assigned for such a time as this. That's why the warfare has been intense. That's why the pressure has felt unbearable, because you are on the verge of becoming everything I declared over you before you were born. Do not give up now. You are closer than you think. The breakthrough is not far. It's at the door. You've been asking, God, is this even worth it? Have you forgotten me? Am I still on the right path? And I say to you now, without hesitation, yes, it is worth it. No, I have not forgotten you. And yes, you are still right where I want you. Even in your detours, I have been guiding you. Even in your lowest moments, I have been shaping you. I know how to turn every failure into fertilizer for your future. I know how to take the ashes of your past and trade them for beauty. That's who I am, the God who redeems, the God who restores, the God who rewrites stories others try to erase. You don't need to hide anymore. I'm not ashamed of your journey. I'm proud of your return. I celebrate your coming home to me, not with lectures, but with love. Not with condemnation, but with a robe and a ring. I run toward you with open arms, not to remind you of your mistakes, but to reaffirm your identity. You are my child. You are mine. So walk boldly now with your head lifted high. Shame has no place in you anymore. Guilt no longer holds the pen. Your story is being rewritten in grace, and it is beautiful. The parts you thought disqualified you, I am using those very moments as platforms for my glory. Nothing will be wasted. Everything will be redeemed. And as I restore you, I will also reveal new assignments. There are gifts in you that have been dormant, buried beneath years of fear and false humility. But I am awakening them now. Dreams you laid down. Visions you forgot. Ideas you dismissed. They are returning not in the flesh, but in the spirit. You will know they are from me because they will come with peace, with confirmation, and with divine alignment. Do not compare your process with others. Your path is unique. Your pace is holy. What I am doing in you cannot be rushed, and it cannot be measured by human standards. I work in layers. I build with precision. Trust my process, even when it's slower than you hoped. What I am forming in you is sacred, it must be done right. And as I work in you, I will also work through you. You've cried out to me for purpose now. I will show you why you were born. You were never an accident. You were not random. You were designed for impact. Your presence carries weight. Your obedience will unlock miracles. Your yes is shaking the ground beneath the feet of the enemy. Get ready for divine appointments. Conversations that seem random will carry eternal significance. Places you once overlooked will become stages of ministry. People you once avoided will become recipients of my love through you. You don't need a pulpit, your life is the sermon. Your peace will preach louder than your words. Your restoration will testify of my mercy. Your light will pierce the darkness in ways you've never imagined. And I will protect you. You don't need to fear stepping into this calling. I am your covering. I will go before you, stand behind you, walk beside you. I will shield you from the arrows and lift you when you stumble. Yes, the road will have trials, but you will not face them alone. I will be with you in every valley, on every mountaintop, and through every in-between moment. I will also give you discernment. As you rise, not everyone will celebrate. Some will misunderstand. Some will question. Others may distance themselves. Let them. I am pruning your circle to match your purpose. I am bringing people who will speak life, not doubt. Who will intercede for you, not compete with you. Who will sharpen you, not drain you. Now, beloved, feel the embers of awakening begin to burn hotter within your spirit. That fire you sense, it's not emotional hype, not a passing feeling, it is divine. It is my spirit stirring you, reviving what has been buried, reigniting what once felt cold. This is revival, but it begins in you, in your heart, in your soul, in the place no one else sees. I'm not just setting the atmosphere, I'm setting you ablaze. You are not meant to live lukewarm, not meant to blend in, not meant to walk in silence while the world shouts lies. I created you to carry my fire, to speak with conviction, to walk with authority, to radiate my presence. You may not feel qualified. You may think, I'm too broken, too late, too small. But I say, you are exactly who I've chosen. You are the very one I've anointed for this generation. Stop disqualifying yourself based on human standards. I don't use people because they're perfect. I use them because they're willing. I don't call the polished, I call the surrendered. You say, but I still struggle. And I say, let me in. You say, but I have doubts. And I say, bring them to me. You say, I'm afraid. And I say, I will give you boldness. I will not turn you away because of your weakness. I will cover you in strength. You've been trained through trials, shaped through suffering, molded by moments others didn't even see. They didn't know what it cost you just to stand. But I did, and I honor that. You didn't quit. You didn't walk away. You're still here, reading this, leaning into my presence. That is not small. That is holy. Now I'm putting a sword in your hand. Not a weapon of man, but of the Spirit. The Word, the truth, the unshakable promises that I've written for you. Use them. Declare them. Speak them over your life, over your family, over your future. Let your mouth become an instrument of faith. No more silent suffering. No more spiritual passivity. Rise. Speak. Prophesy my goodness. Your voice matters. Your story matters. Every moment of pain, every dark season, it carries glory now. I'm turning it into a testimony that will shatter chains for others. You'll speak, and lives will shift. Not because you're loud, but because you're anointed. Because when you speak from brokenness, healed by me, it carries weight. It carries heaven's breath. This is what I meant when I said I had something urgent to tell you. It's not just about your healing, it's about your calling. It's about the ripple effect of your obedience. The revival I'm sending won't just come through stages or spotlights, it will come through surrendered hearts like yours. Hearts that say, Lord, here I am, send me. I will send you. Into your workplace, into your neighborhood, into your family, into places that feel dry, dark, and forgotten. And you will bring light. You will bring peace. You will bring me. You don't have to be loud to make an impact, just obedient. I will give you the words. I will give you the moment. You just show up, and I'll do the rest. Don't underestimate the power of your presence. When you walk into a room filled with chaos, peace walks in with you. When you smile at the one who feels unseen, love floods their soul. When you pray in secret, mountains move in the spirit realm. You are powerful, because I live in you, and I am mighty. But for this power to flow freely, your heart must remain open. Guard it. Protect it. Not everyone should have access to your inner sanctuary. Not every voice deserves influence over your emotions. Be vigilant. I will teach you how to discern. I will teach you when to speak, when to stay silent, when to move, when to wait. Let me guide your heart as a shepherd leads his sheep. I'm restoring the innocence the world tried to steal. That childlike joy, that unfiltered trust, that freedom to dance, to laugh, to hope wildly. I'm bringing it back. You are not too old. You have not missed your moment. What I am doing in you now will redeem the time. I am the God who restores years, not just opportunities, but time itself. You thought it was over, but I say it's only just beginning. So let me breathe life into your spirit. Let me renew your mind. Let me pour fresh oil over your calling. This is your time to shine, not in pride, but in purpose. Not for applause, but for impact. You've hidden long enough. You've survived long enough. Now you will thrive. My beloved, I speak now from the depths of eternity into the core of your being. Do not resist what I am doing. The change you sense, the pull you feel, the divine ache stirring within you, it is me. I am realigning your life not to bring confusion, but to restore clarity. You've cried out for direction, and I am answering not just with a map, but with my hand in yours. You've been waiting for a sign, a confirmation, a push, and here it is. This is your moment. I am not asking you to have all the answers. I am asking you to follow me. The unknown may seem intimidating, but I am the God who goes before you. I am already where you are going. The journey may seem long, but the destination is worth it, and I am with you every step. There are things I am removing, and yes, it may hurt. You may not understand why certain doors are closing, why some people are leaving, why things are shifting, but I assure you, it is not rejection. It is redirection. I remove what blocks your growth. I end what delays your purpose. I silence what drowns out my voice. Let it go. Release it into my hands. I know what you cannot see. I know what's ahead. And I love you too much to allow you to stay in comfort when I've called you to walk in calling. This is your crossing point from wandering to walking in promise, from surviving to reigning, from confusion to conviction. You say, but what if I fail again? My response, I will still be with you. I do not define you by your failures. I define you by my faithfulness. Even if you stumble, I will uphold you. Even if you doubt, I will draw near. My mercy isn't a one-time event, it's new every morning. And it's yours. Do not look back. What's behind you cannot compare to what I am about to reveal. The pain, the loss, the years you feel were wasted, I am turning them into glory. I am the God who makes deserts bloom, who calls forth water from dry places, who resurrects what was pronounced dead. And I am doing it now. Trust the process, even when it's uncomfortable. even when it's slow, especially when it doesn't make sense. Faith is not proven in convenience, it's forged in the waiting, in the pressing, in the moments where all you have is a promise. But I assure you, my promise is enough. It does not return void. It cannot fail. It is eternal. And I am raising you up to walk in that promise with boldness. You will not cower. You will not shrink. You will not apologize for the anointing I've placed on your life. You are not too much. You are not unqualified. You are exactly who I chose, and I do not make mistakes. I will give you divine strategy, not human wisdom, but revelation from heaven. I will open your eyes to see beyond the surface. I will show you the root behind the chaos. I will give you discernment that cuts through deception. As you seek me, I will make your path straight. I will whisper direction in the stillness. I will speak loud enough for your obedience. And through you, I will impact others. There are people waiting on the other side of your yes. Lives that will shift because you chose to believe. Miracles that will manifest because you dared to obey. You will be a vessel of breakthrough, a carrier of revival, a lighthouse in the storm. Don't underestimate the power of small steps. Every time you pray, heaven moves. Every time you forgive, chains break. Every time you trust me, the enemy loses ground. Nothing is wasted in my kingdom. Even your tears are sacred, they water the seeds of future joy. And yes, joy is coming. Not temporary happiness based on circumstance, but true, unshakable, heaven-born joy. It will rise in you like a flood. It will heal what anxiety tried to destroy. It will lift what heaviness tried to bury. It will restore what fear tried to fracture. My joy is your strength, and I am releasing it into your life now. You'll begin to laugh again, not just on the outside, but deep in your soul. You'll wake up with purpose. You'll breathe easier, love deeper, walk freer, because I am setting you ablaze with joy unspeakable and full of glory. This is your new beginning. This is the turning point. This is the moment where everything starts to shift. The atmosphere is changing. The heavens are opening. The angels are moving. And your heart is ready. Yes, my child, the fire is being kindled in your spirit. Not a fire that destroys, but one that refines, that purifies, that empowers. You are not here by accident. You are not reading these words by chance. I have drawn you to this moment because I am about to unlock doors that were once sealed, ignite visions that once felt dead, and breathe upon you with the fullness of my spirit. You are standing in sacred space, in a holy transition, and I, the Lord your God, am speaking directly to you. There is a deeper level of surrender I am inviting you into. Not partial, not convenient, but full, wild, complete surrender. The kind of surrender that says, not my will, but yours be done. This is the posture that unlocks the miraculous. This is the position that releases my power. When you let go of the need to understand everything, you make room for me to move in ways beyond your comprehension. I have seen how you've wrestled. I have watched as you tried to figure it out, to make it work, to fix what was never yours to carry. But I am whispering now. Lay it down. Lay down your strategies. Lay down your anxiety. Lay down the timelines you've built around your expectations. I am not bound by your clocks. I am eternal. I do not delay. I prepare. And what I am preparing for you is worth the wait. The urgency in my voice is not to create fear, but to stir your faith. This is a Kairos moment, a divine window, in time where my glory is moving swiftly. You have sensed it, haven't you? A quickening, a weight, a pull. That's because heaven is aligning with earth, and you are a key part of what I'm about to release. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs fire bearers. It needs those who walk in purity, in power, in presence. And that's who I've called you to be. You are not too broken for me to use. You are not too late to be chosen. You are not too flawed to carry my glory. In fact, your very wounds have made you ready. The fire you went through wasn't to destroy you, it was to forge you. The tears you cried watered the seeds of anointing. The loneliness you endured carved space for me to dwell. Nothing was wasted. I was working in every detail. And now I say to you, rise, shake off the dust, break the silence, come out of the shadows. The world has tried to define you by your past, but I call you by your purpose. You are my vessel, my mouthpiece, my warrior, my beloved, and your voice carries weight in the spirit realm. As you step forward, you will begin to walk in supernatural favor. Doors will open that no man can shut. Opportunities will arise that only I could orchestrate. Divine connections will be drawn to your light. But remember this, the favor is not the reward. My presence is. The miracles are not the goal. Intimacy with me is. If you chase me, all these things will follow. But if you chase things, you will miss me. Stay close. Stay surrendered. Stay humble. These are the postures that guard the fire. Pride is the quickest extinguisher of my glory, but a humble, yielded heart, I will fill it again and again. I will entrust it with more than you can contain, and it will overflow. There is also healing I am releasing now. Deep healing, not just physical but emotional, mental, spiritual. Healing for trauma you've buried. Healing for heartbreak you've learned to numb. Healing for memories that still steal your peace. I am the God who restores the soul, and I am doing it now, layer by layer, breath by breath, moment by moment. Let me touch those places, the ones you thought were beyond repair, the ones you've hidden even from yourself. I already see them, and I love you still. I'm not repelled by your pain, I'm drawn to it, because I am the healer. And healing is not just what I do, it's who I am. And as you are healed, you will become a healer. You will carry my presence into broken spaces. You will speak life where there has only been silence. You will carry hope into hopeless situations. Not because you're perfect, but because you've been made whole by the one who is. This is your commissioning. I'm not waiting until you arrive to use you. I'm using you now, in your becoming, in your journey. Your transparency will unlock doors. Your vulnerability will break walls. Your obedience will shift atmospheres. Because you walk with me, and where I go, miracles follow. Beloved, the wind is blowing, can you feel it? The breath of my spirit is moving across your life, stirring what was still, reviving what was fading, and awakening what seemed lost. This wind is not random. It is not harsh. It is intentional. It is filled with life, with promise, with holy purpose. I am breathing into the dry places. I am commanding dead things to live again. Where there was fatigue, I am bringing strength. Where there was confusion, I am declaring clarity. Where there was delay, I am speaking acceleration. I am not just giving you energy, I am giving you divine momentum. You will no longer walk in circles. You will no longer repeat the same patterns. The cycle has broken. The curse has lifted. The wilderness season is ending. Prepare for progress. I am making a way where there seemed to be no way. Rivers are forming in the desert. Light is bursting through the darkness. I am giving you eyes to see the road ahead, not just the next step, but the next season. I am showing you glimpses of the future I have written for you, not to overwhelm you, but to awaken hunger. Hunger for me. Hunger for more. Hunger to become all I designed you to be. Don't let fear cause you to retreat now. Yes, stepping into purpose can feel intimidating. Yes, walking in my promises will stretch you. But you were made for this. You were crafted by my hand to walk in authority. The very power that raised Christ from the dead lives in you. You are not weak. You are not powerless. You are filled with resurrection power. And with that power comes a responsibility to walk in holiness. I am not calling you to perfection, but to purity, not to performance, but to presence. Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life. Guard your thoughts, for they shape your world. Guard your time, for it is sacred. This next season requires intentionality. You cannot carry yesterday's habits into tomorrow's glory. You've prayed for me to move, now I'm moving through you. You've cried for revival, now I'm starting it in your heart. You've asked for change, now I'm equipping you to become the change. This is not a spectator season, this is a participation season. I am not doing this without you. I'm doing this through you. And as you obey, you will see miracles. Not just external ones, but internal ones. Joy that defies sorrow. Peace that silences chaos. Strength when you should be broken. Wisdom far beyond your education. Favor in rooms where your name has not yet been spoken. This is the fruit of abiding in me, of walking with me, of trusting me. Some won't understand this shift in you. They will ask, "What happened?" And you will smile and say, "I heard his voice." And in that voice, you found identity. You found direction. You found love. Not the conditional love of man, but the relentless love of the Father. The love that pursues. The love that heals. The love that never lets go. This love is not just for you to receive, it's for you to release. I'm sending you to love the unlovable, to forgive the unforgivable, to embrace the rejected, to be my hands, my feet, my heart in a world desperate for truth. You will not do this in your strength. You will do it in mine. I will empower you to love as I love, to see as I see, to serve as I serve. This is the essence of your calling. Not titles, not recognition, but love. Radical, inconvenient, selfless love. The kind of love that crosses lines, that breaks barriers, that reflects heaven. Let love be your language. Let compassion be your compass. Let grace be your guide. And in the secret place, I will continue to fill you. The deeper you go with me, the higher I will take you. Promotion in the kingdom begins with surrender. The more you pour out, the more I will pour in. You will never run dry, not when your source is me. So drink deeply. Soak in my presence. Let worship rise from your soul. Not just a song, but a lifestyle. A rhythm of reverence. A cadence of communion. Let every breath be worship. Let every act be adoration. For I am worthy not just on mountaintops, but in the mundane. And as you live in this rhythm, I will give you rest. True rest. Rest that restores your soul. Rest that revives your passion. Rest that resets your vision. You've carried burdens I never gave you. Let them go now. Let me be your rest. Let me be your refuge. Let me be your rhythm. Yes, my beloved. Open wide the gates of your heart, for what I am about to pour into you will redefine your reality. The atmosphere is changing because I am nearer than you've ever known. This next outpouring will not be subtle. It will not be quiet. It will be undeniable, like a flood overtaking dry ground, like morning light, piercing the darkest night. I am about to overwhelm you not with fear, but with glory, not with pressure, but with presence. This is the shift you've been praying for, the fulfillment you've longed for, the confirmation you've needed. You've walked through seasons where you felt hidden, buried, overlooked. But I tell you now, you were not buried. You were planted. And what I plant, I water. What I water, I nurture. And what I nurture will rise. You are rising, child. Not by might, not by striving, but by my spirit. You will begin to see things manifest rapidly. Conversations you thought were insignificant will suddenly open doors. Dreams you tucked away will start stirring again. Words you forgot you spoke in faith will begin to bear fruit. This is harvest time. You planted in tears, but you will reap in joy. You pressed through in silence, and now the reward will be loud. But do not mistake my movement for your control. What I am doing is sovereign. It cannot be manipulated, nor can it be manufactured. You cannot force it. You can only yield to it. This is not the result of your effort, it is the result of your surrender. You said yes, and heaven responded. I have gone ahead of you. I have prepared people, places, and provisions. The path will appear as you walk it. Do not fear the unknown. The fog will lift. The ground will become steady. Each step of obedience will unlock the next instruction. I am your GPS, your God-planned strategy. There will be days when I call you into quiet. Not because I've stopped speaking, but because I'm drawing you deeper. Do not despise these silent seasons. They are sacred. It is there that I reveal the blueprints of heaven. It is there that I show you what cannot be seen with natural eyes. You are not missing out. You are being set apart. And in that place of set apartness I will give you visions, ideas, revelations, solutions to problems others say are impossible. You will receive insight that changes systems, words that unlock healing, strategies that influence nations. Do not limit yourself to what you've seen. I am the God of exceedingly, abundantly more. Prepare your storehouses, prepare your heart, prepare your household. What I am about to release requires space, not just physical space, but emotional, mental, and spiritual space. Clear the clutter, remove the distractions, make room for glory, and watch I will begin to align every area of your life. Finances, relationships, health, vision, purpose. There will be divine order. What was chaotic will become peaceful. What was unstable will become firm. What was confused will become clear. I am not a God of confusion. I am a God of perfect alignment. And as I align you, I will also position you. You are stepping into rooms you didn't campaign for, being offered opportunities you didn't apply for, being handed influence you didn't chase, because you chose obedience over ambition. I am exalting you, not for pride but for purpose. You are not being elevated for applause, but for assignment. Stay low in heart, stay hungry in spirit, stay ready in posture. The temptation will come to strive, to compare, to boast, but resist it. Stay at my feet. Let humility be your covering. Let gratitude be your anthem. Remember where I brought you from, and let it keep your heart pure. Because what I am about to do in and through you is holy. It will touch lives, restore families, shift cities. You will walk into places and demons will flee. You will speak, and atmospheres will change. Not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. I am calling you now to believe, not just in me, but in what I have placed inside of you. That dream, it's divine. That passion, it's holy. That burden, it's my heart in yours. Stop minimizing the gifts I've given you. Stop silencing your voice. Stop disqualifying yourself. I chose you. I anointed you. I called you by name. And I will back you up. Every step, every word, every act of obedience. You are not walking into this alone. You are walking with all of heaven behind you. Angels are being dispatched. Resources are being released. Miracles are being set in motion. All because you said yes. My child, I now speak to the deepest part of you. The place still wrestling with limits, with questions, with echoes of the past. I see the invisible walls you built out of pain, disappointment, and fear. I see the inner vows you made. I won't try again. I won't open my heart. I'm too broken. But I tell you now, Those walls are crumbling. I am shattering every lie. I am breaking every limitation. The time for hiding is over. The time for shrinking is done. You were not made to live behind invisible chains. You were made to shine. This final breath I release over you now, it carries deliverance. You are being delivered from every false identity, every whispered lie, every heavy yoke. That heaviness you've been carrying, it breaks now. That generational weight you thought was yours to bear, it lifts now. That anxiety that tried to suffocate your joy, it flees now in my name. For where my spirit is, there is freedom, and freedom has come. Do not let the enemy convince you that you will always struggle with the same things. I am not a God of temporary fixes. I am a God of permanent freedom. I do not just mend broken wings. I teach you how to fly. And fly you will. Above the noise, above the limits, above the patterns of your past. You were not created to dwell in the shadows. You were created to soar in the light. I'm calling forth the lion in you, the roar of the righteous, the voice of boldness, the spirit of fire. You've been meek, but not weak. You've been gentle, but not powerless. Now I'm stirring your courage, holy courage, the kind that speaks truth when others are silent, the kind that stands firm when others bow to fear, the kind that walks in rooms with my authority and shifts the spiritual atmosphere. No more silencing yourself to make others comfortable. No more minimizing your fire to fit in. No more apologizing for the weight of my glory on your life. It's time to walk in the full measure of your identity. You are chosen. You are set apart. You are equipped. You are anointed. You carry oil that cannot be bought, a light that cannot be extinguished, a purpose that cannot be stopped. Every season of pain was preparation. Every moment of crushing produced new oil. And now the oil is flowing. It will flow into your family, your ministry, your finances, your future. Everything you touch, I will bless because you are aligned, because you are surrendered, because you are mine. You will dream again, not just small dreams, but wild, impossible, heaven-born dreams. Dreams that make demons tremble. Dreams that pull the miraculous into the natural. Dreams that revive dead places and awaken sleeping destinies. I am breathing life into those dreams now. You will write again, speak again, build again, believe again, and I will provide. I will not call you to something and then leave you to figure it out alone. I am your source, your provider, your sustainer. Provision is coming not just financially, but relationally, spiritually, creatively. I will connect you with divine relationships, kingdom alliances, voices that speak life, hands that lift, hearts that pour into you. You are not walking alone into your next season. Yes, opposition may come, but it will not prevail. The weapons may form, but they will not prosper, because my hand is upon you, because the blood of Jesus covers you, because the gates of hell cannot prevail against the ones I send. Now, beloved child, receive the fullness of my voice, wrapped in love and fire, sealed with power and peace. This is the divine commissioning. I'm stretching forth my hand over you now, anointing your life afresh with holy purpose and eternal authority. What you carry cannot be silenced. What I've planted in you cannot be stolen. What I've spoken over you will not return void. You are stepping into the divine mandate for which you were created. The heavens are open above you. The path has been cleared. The chains have been broken. The veil has been torn. This is your time. Not because you've earned it, not because of your status, but because of your surrender. Because when you said yes, all of heaven responded. Angels were dispatched. Provision was set in motion. And now the manifestation begins. You are not stepping forward alone. My spirit goes before you. I walk with you. I have surrounded you with fire, with favor, with divine protection. Every threat of the enemy is rendered powerless. Every accusation has been silenced by the blood of Jesus. Every doubt is crushed under the weight of my truth. No longer will you walk as one uncertain, afraid, hesitant. You will walk as one who knows who they are and whose they are. You are my beloved, my warrior, my messenger, my fire bearer. You will speak, and hearts will melt. You will move, and walls will fall. You will pray, and heaven will respond. Not because of your strength, but because of mine flowing through you. I have chosen you to be a living testimony, a walking revival, a carrier of my glory in a world growing cold and desperate for truth. You will go into the dark places, and the darkness will not overcome you. You will step into broken systems, and healing will flow. You will confront lies, and my truth will shatter them. You will touch the rejected, and they will feel love. You will speak to the forgotten, and they will come alive. This is who you are. Not timid, but bold. Not passive, but prophetic. Not hidden, but revealed. Do not look back. There is nothing behind you worth returning to. Everything I have for you is ahead, greater than anything you've known. The peace that's coming will surpass every season of confusion. The joy I'm pouring will wash away years of sorrow. The clarity I'm giving will silence every voice of chaos. The doors I'm opening will make up for every delay and every detour. I redeem all things. Stay near me. Let my word be your anchor. Let worship be your weapon. Let prayer be your posture. Walk in communion with me, not as a guest, but as a child at home. My presence is your portion. My voice is your compass. My love is your everlasting security. You will not lack. You will not fall. You will not fail. For I am with you. And when the road gets heavy, remember what I've spoken. Return to this moment. Read these words again. Let them remind you that you were not called by accident. You were called on purpose, with power, with promise. You are an answer to someone's prayer. You are a light in someone's night. You are a vessel of the Almighty. My child, listen closely. This is the sign you asked me, for the one you whispered for in the silence of your pain, the one you longed for in the night hours, when no one else could see your tears. I have heard you. I have answered you. This word is written not in ink, but with the power of my blood, that covers and redeems every sin, every error, every regret. You are not forgotten. You are not ignored. This is your divine message, sealed with the tenderness of my eternal love, and carried by the wind of my spirit straight to the core of your heart. Receive it not just with your ears, but with your spirit. Let it flood into the empty places where hope has been suffocated. Let it soak into the cracked walls where fear has tried to build strongholds. This is not just a message. It is a supernatural gift, a holy embrace, a sacred invitation to rise again, to believe again, to live again. I call you not to perform, but to receive, not to prove yourself, but to trust in what I have already done for you. I do not look at you through the lens of your mistakes. I see you through the lens of my mercy. You knocked, and the doors are opening. Doors you thought were locked forever. Doors that had no signs of movement. Doors that others told you were not for you. But I, the Lord your God, have heard your desperate prayers, your persistent cries, your hopeful knocking. And now I say, enter, step in, come into the place of new beginnings, new opportunities, and new anointing. My power is breaking every chain. My authority is destroying every curse. My love is melting every fear. You asked me for a sign, and I have come myself to give it to you. These very words, these very moments, are your sign. Stop looking backward. Stop reliving the failures of the past. Stop letting the opinions of those who saw you fall determine your worth. For soon, they will see you rise. Soon, they will witness the triumph I have planned for you. The season of battle is ending. I am stepping into your situation with divine resolution. Trust me. Continue doing what is yours to do. Do not give up halfway. Do not lose heart just because the breakthrough seems slow. Come to me in humility. Bow your knees in reverence, not out of fear, but out of love. Seek my face with faith, not desperation. I will guide you. I will speak to you. But you must stop trusting your own logic, your own experience, your own limited vision. You must stop rushing into decisions without bringing them before me first. My commandments are not burdens. They are lifelines. My word is not distant. It is alive. Open your Bible. Read it again. But this time read it as if every line is a personal letter from me to you, because it is. Let my spirit breathe on every word. Let your spiritual eyes open. I am surrounding your home, your mind, your heart with supernatural protection. Yes, I know this life is hard. I know this world often feels like a battlefield where pain tries to win. But within my word, you will find unbreakable promises. You will find strength for the days you feel weak. You will find peace for the nights you can't sleep. You will find direction for the times when nothing makes sense. I have not left you. I have not ignored your struggle. I am walking with you through every fire, every flood, every shadow. Don't fix your eyes on the storms. Don't follow the crowd running in fear. You are not like them. I have not called you to blend in. I have called you to stand firm, even when others flee. Do not turn to the left or to the right. Do not abandon your post. Do not defile the sacredness of your calling. Do not betray the trust of those who love you. I have placed you where you are for a reason. You are not forgotten in your own home. You are not invisible in your own story. You will come before me in faith. You will place every need before me. I am your provider. I will open the windows of heaven over you. I will pour out blessings so great. You will have more than enough. Enough to give. Enough to bless. Enough to restore others. But take care of the resources I place in your hands. Don't waste your hard-earned provision. Don't fall into traps of debt and deception. There are those who see your need and will try to take advantage of your innocence. Don't believe their lies. When easy money comes knocking, discern the spirit behind it. Don't allow yourself to be bound by false promises. Instead, rise up with courage. Knock on doors with integrity. Work with persistence. Cry out to me and I will answer. Not with crumbs, but with overflow. Not just for you, but through you. For others. Let these final lines of this first word stir your spirit and prepare you for what is to come. You are not here by accident. You are not reading this out of coincidence. You are being aligned, awakened, and appointed. The next part of this word will take you deeper into my plan. Get ready. Open your heart wider. Let my voice echo within you, calling you higher. Now that your heart is open, let me speak even deeper to the places that still carry residue from the past, to the wounds that never fully healed, to the doubts that whisper when no one else is around. I see it all. I know where you've been. I know what broke you, and I'm not intimidated by any of it. My love is not fragile. My mercy is not temporary. My grace is not limited by your failures. I knew the depth of your pain before you spoke a word, and still, I chose you. Still, I called you. You asked me for a sign because something in your soul still believes, still hopes that I have more for you. And you are right. I do. I have so much more. Not just survival, not just moments of relief, but abundant life. Life with meaning, with joy, with clarity, with peace. Life filled with power, where every step you take causes the enemy to tremble. This is the life I designed for you before you were born. This is the life the enemy tried to steal but could never destroy because I protected what was truly yours. Now I am calling you out of the fog, out of the confusion, out of the pit of delay. I am removing the chains, the blindfolds, the burdens you were never meant to carry, the things that crushed your confidence, they're being lifted. The memories that haunted your dreams, they're being healed. The voices that said, "You'll never change," they're being silenced by my truth. I do not define you by your mistakes. I define you by my purpose. And my purpose for you is still alive. It never expired. Even when you walked away, I kept the fire burning. Even when you doubted me, I believed in you. Even when you said, "I'm done," I whispered, "I'm not." I pursued you through the chaos, through the heartbreak, through the silence. And now, I have brought you here to remind you that nothing is lost when placed in my hands. Lift your eyes, child. Your help does not come from people, from money, from temporary solutions. Your help comes from me, the maker of heaven and earth. I do not grow tired. I do not change. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And my plans for you are not fragile. They are not at the mercy of circumstances. They are solid. They are sealed. But you must let go of what's no longer serving your soul. Let go of the bitterness. Let go of the need to prove yourself. Let go of the masks you wear to look strong when inside you feel like crumbling. I am not impressed by performance. I am moved by honesty. Come to me as you are, and I will meet you with all that I am. And in this surrender you will find strength. A strength not born of striving but of presence. When you abide in me, you receive all that you need. I will be your wisdom when decisions overwhelm you. I will be your peace when anxiety roars. I will be your stability when everything feels like it's shifting. My presence is not a concept, it is your inheritance. You have access to me at all times. Not because you've earned it, but because I paid the price for it. The veil was torn for you. The tomb was emptied for you. The Spirit was poured out for you. Stop living as though you are disconnected from me. I live in you. I move through you. And now, I will work mightily within you. There will be signs. Not just this one, but many. You will see my hand in the small things, the timing of a conversation, the open door you didn't expect, the peace that floods you when everything says you should panic. These are my kisses, my fingerprints, my daily reminders that you are never alone. I walk beside you. I carry you when you can't walk. I go before you and prepare the way. And as you continue, you will begin to discern my voice more clearly. You will recognize it in the middle of the storm. You will sense it in moments of uncertainty. I am speaking not just through this message, but in every moment you invite me in. I am training your ears to hear me above the noise. I am awakening your spirit to respond. You've waited long enough, beloved. The season of delay is breaking, not because time has shifted, but because your heart has. In your surrender, you've positioned yourself to receive what I've long been ready to give. This is the alignment you've been praying for, not the alignment of circumstances, but the alignment of your soul with my spirit. For when your heart says yes, heaven responds with miracles. You have wondered, why has it taken so long? And I say to you now, the delay was never denial. The wait was preparation. I was forming in you the character to sustain the promise. I was building in you the faith that would not crumble under pressure. I was protecting you from things you didn't even see. Every delay has a purpose. And now, that purpose is bearing fruit. The ground you thought was barren is about to bloom. The prayers you thought were unheard are about to be answered. The places you thought were dead are about to resurrect, not by your power, not by your plans, but by my spirit. This is what I do. I turn graves into gardens. I turn mourning into dancing. I turn your not yet into a holy now. Can you sense the shift? It's subtle to the natural eye, but your spirit knows. Your inner man feels it, the stirring, the awakening, the holy anticipation. That's not emotion. It's me. I'm calling you to walk in expectation again, not in fear of disappointment, but in the certainty of my nature. I cannot lie. I cannot fail. I cannot forget my promises. If I said it, I will do it. But don't mistake my pace for absence. I do not rush as men rush. I move in fullness of time. When I move, it is complete. When I act, it is final. No one can undo what I establish, and I am establishing something eternal in you, something that will outlive trends, outlast opinions, and overflow into generations. This is why the process has been painful. This is why the pressure has felt intense, because I've been forming a foundation that will not crack under weight. What I'm building in your life is not shallow. It's not temporary. It's unshakable. And you, yes, you are being transformed into a vessel fit for my glory. So stop mourning what didn't happen in your timing. Celebrate what I'm doing in mine. Stop grieving closed doors. They were never meant to lead you to your destiny. I have better, not just bigger, but better. Doors tailored to your calling. Opportunities aligned with your purpose. People who won't just applaud your gift but will protect your growth. I am shifting your connections. Not everyone can walk where I'm leading you. Some were only meant to accompany you for a season. Let them go with grace. Don't fight to keep what I'm removing. Don't cling to what can't carry you forward. I am sending new voices. Voices of encouragement, wisdom, and alignment. Kingdom relationships. Purposeful partnerships. You will know them by the peace they bring, by the fruit they carry, and by the way your spirit leaps in their presence. I am orchestrating divine collisions meetings that could only happen by my hand. These connections will activate dormant dreams, confirm hidden visions, and usher in assignments you never imagined. And yes, there is an assignment. You are not just being blessed to be comfortable. You are being empowered to impact. What I pour into you is meant to pour through you. You are a carrier of my presence, a beacon of my truth, a vessel of my mercy. You don't need a title to be anointed. You don't need a pulpit to be powerful. You just need to be willing. And I see your willingness. I honor it. I bless it. Because of it, I am opening the heavens over your life. The outpouring will be visible, tangible, irresistible. It will chase you down. You won't need to strive. You won't need to manipulate. You will simply walk in obedience, and the blessings will find you, overtake you, sustain you. Now feel that fire, child, the fire that never died, only slept. The spark I placed inside you, before you were formed in your mother's womb. The eternal flame that even your darkest days could not extinguish. I am awakening it now. This is not just emotional revival. This is a divine ignition. The holy fire in your spirit is coming alive again, not for show, not for applause, but for purpose, for calling, for impact. You were made for more than survival. You were made to burn brightly, to walk into rooms and shift the atmosphere, to speak my words and see chains break, to carry a light so fierce that the darkness flees without a fight. And yes, I chose you. I chose you knowing every detail of your life, every scar, every moment of silence, every failure, every hidden battle. Still, I said, that one is mine. You've disqualified yourself long enough. You've hidden behind the excuse of brokenness, the lie of not being enough, the fear of rejection. But I say to you now, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for obedience. And you have said yes, even trembling, even unsure. You have said yes, and that is enough. I am placing my hand upon you now. I am stirring your gifts, the ones you buried under disappointment, the ones you thought were for someone else. No, they are yours. I gave them to you, not as decoration, but as weapons. Weapons for healing, for truth, for redemption. Use them. Don't hold back. Don't apologize for your anointing. It's not arrogance, it's alignment. There are people waiting for what you carry. Lives on the other side of your yes. Healing tied to your voice. Deliverance connected to your obedience. This is why the battle has been so intense, not because you're weak, but because you're dangerous to darkness. The enemy feared your awakening. He tried to keep you bound in silence, in shame, in fear, but he failed. I've preserved you for this moment, not just to survive the storm, but to command it to cease, not just to endure seasons, but to walk in dominion over them. You are a warrior not by human standards, but by heaven's declaration. And now I declare over you, arise, be bold, speak with fire, walk in authority. You are not alone in this. My angels are encamped around you. The hosts of heaven fight for you. You don't war in your own strength. You war in mine, and in me. You cannot be defeated. You will not be overcome. You are not a victim. You are a victor, not by might, nor by power, but by my spirit. Let go of the shame. Let go of the guilt. Let go of the question, why me? And embrace the truth. Because I've called you. That is enough. I have equipped you with everything you need. You don't need to compare. You don't need to compete. You are uniquely anointed for your assignment. What you carry is irreplaceable. Do not discount it. And now, I will begin to stretch you, to take you beyond what feels comfortable, into places you said you'd never go, to do things you said you could never do, not to overwhelm you, but to reveal the strength I've already placed in you. You'll look back and say, it had to be God, because it was never about your capacity. It was always about my sufficiency. People will wonder where your boldness came from, your peace, your joy, your insight, and you'll point them not to yourself, but to me, because every breakthrough will become a testimony, every victory a sign, every transformation a mirror reflecting my glory. Get ready, child. I am taking you deeper, not to drown you, but to reveal the treasures hidden in the depths. This is not a shallow calling. This is a deep dive into the rivers of my spirit. You'll begin to dream differently, pray differently, see differently, because I am renewing your mind, restoring your vision, awakening your soul. Now, my beloved, receive this unshakable truth. You are mine. And because you are mine, you are not just called, you are established. You are not just forgiven, you are empowered. You are not just seen, you are known. I am solidifying your identity in me, not one built by the world or your experiences, but by my word, by my spirit, and by the blood that was shed for you. You are not who your past says you are. You are not who rejection named you. You are not the echo of your failures. You are the one I redeemed, the one I raised, the one I washed clean. You are righteous not by your deeds, but by my sacrifice. You are holy not by your perfection, but by my presence in you. And now, I declare, stand in who you are. This identity will become your armor. When fear tries to speak, you will answer with faith. When doubt whispers, you will respond with truth. When the world demands you conform, you will rise in courage. Because your roots are in me, and I cannot be shaken. The world will try to define you by what it sees, but I define you by what I placed inside of you before time began. You are chosen, set apart, royal, a priesthood with purpose, a vessel with value, a light on a hill. You don't have to strive to be accepted, you are already loved. You don't have to earn a seat at the table, I've already prepared one for you in the presence of your enemies. You don't have to run after validation, you have my affirmation. And as your identity solidifies, your authority grows. The more you know who you are, the more power you'll walk in. This is not arrogance, this is kingdom confidence. You will pray with fire. You will speak with clarity. You will discern with sharpness, because you are seated with Christ in heavenly places. And from that place, you will not beg, you will decree. I am teaching your hands to war, your voice to speak life, your feet to walk in victory. You will not be swayed by every wind. You will not fall for every distraction. You will not give your strength to things that drain your purpose. I am simplifying your life so that your spirit can soar. I am pruning you not to punish, but to promote. Every cut is for greater fruit. And as you bear fruit, the enemy will try to intimidate you, but he is already defeated. His threats are lies. His roars are empty. He knows that when you walk in your true identity, you become unstoppable. That is why he fights your clarity. That is why he sends confusion. But I am your shepherd. I am the voice that cuts through the noise. And I say, do not be afraid. Every weapon formed against you shall not prosper. Every tongue that rises in judgment, I will silence. Every plan of hell will fall powerless at your feet, because I have surrounded you, covered you, assigned angels to guard you. You are hidden in me, and nothing can pluck you from my hand. You will begin to walk through fire and not be burned. You will pass through floods and not be drowned. Because I am with you, I do not send you alone. I go before you. I stand beside you. I dwell within you. You are covered on every side. Trust in that. Rest in that. And let your mouth agree with what I say about you. Speak life. Declare promises. Announce my truth over your atmosphere. Don't speak death over your destiny. Don't curse what I've blessed. Come into alignment with heaven. Let your words echo mine. You'll see things shift when you speak in faith. From this place of identity and authority, I will now begin to position you. Not randomly, but with precision. You're about to see pieces come together. Relationships align. Opportunities open. Vision expand. I am placing you exactly where you belong. Yes, my beloved. The door is opening, not a door fashioned by human hands, but one carved by my divine purpose. I am the one who opens and no one can shut. This is not a temporary opportunity. It is a supernatural release. What I am unlocking now is not just for your benefit, it is for my glory. I am positioning you in places that seemed unreachable, rooms you thought were beyond your reach, assignments that once felt too heavy. But now, you are ready. You see, what seemed like a delay was me preparing the stage. I've been aligning people, timing, resources, and even opposition, yes. Even your enemies to serve my greater plan. Nothing has been wasted. Every trial, every tear, every moment of stillness, they've all built a foundation for what is to come. And now, you're stepping into fulfillment. Do not enter this door timidly. Walk through it boldly, because it was designed for you. Your obedience has opened it. Your prayers have watered it. Your perseverance has unlocked it. It bears your name in heaven, and now it is being released on earth. You will feel the shift in your spirit, a divine acceleration. Things that took years will now happen in days. Conversations will turn into covenants. Ideas will become initiatives. Hidden dreams will manifest publicly. But remember, beloved, the door is not the destination, it's the threshold. What lies beyond it requires faith, humility, and wisdom. You must walk carefully, led by my spirit, not the approval of others. Your discernment will be sharpened. You will recognize counterfeits quickly. You will feel in your spirit what looks right but carries the wrong spirit. This is your hour to walk in maturity. And with this elevation comes exposure. More eyes will be on you, some cheering, others watching silently. But do not be distracted by the crowd. Keep your eyes on me. I am your validation. I am your source. I am your strategy. Stay hidden in me. Even as I reveal you to the world, you'll begin to see how your voice matters, how your presence shifts environments, You'll see doors open for your words, but your character must sustain what your voice unlocks. That's why I've taken you through refining. I have not wasted one moment of your wilderness. I was building strength, patience, endurance, and purity. And now that you're stepping forward, you'll do so with the weight of my glory upon you. Miracles will follow your obedience. You will begin to see healings, breakthroughs, deliverance, not because of a title or a platform, but because of presence, my presence. As you host me with purity, I will manifest through you with power, and many will know me because of your life. You are not just being promoted, you are being commissioned. This is apostolic movement. This is kingdom strategy. This is revival birthed from a yielded heart. And you, yes, you are part of it. Not an observer, not a spectator, but a vessel. My vessel, my flame carrier, my voice on earth. The revival begins in your home, in your workplace, in your heart. As you walk, you bring heaven with you. Let this stir your spirit, not to strive, but to surrender deeper. Let go of the fear that whispers, "What if I fail?" I say to you, I will not let you fall. My hand is steady beneath you. My strength is sufficient within you. My promises are surrounding you. I've equipped you for every room I send you into. I've given you what you need to carry my light, even in the darkest places. Do not dim your flame to make others comfortable. Shine, speak, serve. The right ones will see, the right ones will come, and the wrong ones will fall away. And yes, I will protect you. From traps, from betrayal, from burnout. As you obey, I will be your rear guard. I will expose what needs to be seen. I will cover what needs to be hidden. I will strengthen what needs to endure. I will pour into you continually. This next part of your journey will require trust like never before, but it will also bring joy like never before. Get ready to laugh again, to breathe again, to build again. The ruins of the past are becoming foundations for glory. Now listen, beloved, for this is the part where I begin to reveal the legacy I am writing through you, a story not limited to your days on earth, but one that will echo into eternity. You've asked me for direction, for purpose, for significance. And I say to you now, the impact of your obedience will outlive you. The seeds you are sowing in faith today will grow into trees of righteousness for generations to come. You are not just being transformed for your own sake. You are becoming a wellspring for others. Your healing will heal others. Your testimony will unlock freedom. Your yes to me is not just creating change in your life, but in the lives of your children, their children, and beyond. What I am doing in you is establishing a divine inheritance, not of silver or gold, but of truth, of purity, of spiritual authority. I am purging your bloodline of cycles of fear, addiction, lack, abandonment. They break with you. You are the interruption. You are the bloodline breaker. What held your family captive will end under the power of my name spoken through your life. No more passing down of pain. No more repetition of regret. You are not repeating history. You are rewriting it. This is the beauty of redemption. I take what the enemy meant for evil and turn it into a legacy of glory. The very areas of your life that brought shame, that were once used by darkness, are now being claimed by my light. They will become testimonies of power, trophies of grace. What once disqualified you will now be the very thing I use to magnify my mercy. And the children, yes, even those yet unborn, will walk in a freedom you only dreamed of. Because of your yes, because of your surrender, because of your prayers when no one was watching. They will not carry what you carried. They will not fight the same battles. You have paved a new way, and I will honor it. Speak over them now. Even if they don't see the fullness of what you carry, your words have power. Call forth their destiny. Declare my promises over their lives. Anoint their future. Build altars of worship in your home. Let it be said of your family, They served the Lord, not in word only, but in power, in truth, and in joy. I am also restoring your relationships, healing the breaches, softening hearts, mending what was shattered. I am redeeming time years that seemed wasted, seasons stolen by the enemy. I am bringing back what was lost, not just to return it, but to restore it sevenfold. This is my justice. This is my mercy. This is my covenant with you. You will see reconciliation that seemed impossible. You will witness miracles in conversations that once ended in silence. I will use your words to bring peace. I will use your silence to bring conviction. Trust my timing. Don't force what I haven't finished healing. Wait in me. Rest in me. Hope in me. And while I work in your house, I am also working in your influence. There are people watching you not to judge, but to learn. They are hungry for what you carry. They are drawn to the peace that surrounds you. Your lifestyle, your faith, your perseverance. It's preaching louder than any sermon. Do not underestimate your influence. And in the secret place, I will keep pouring into you, because what you release must come from overflow. I am not asking you to give from emptiness. I'm inviting you to drink deeply from me every day. Sit with me. Hear my whisper. Let me fill your soul with living water so you never run dry. This is how your legacy will be sustained, not through hustle, but through intimacy. Not through pressure, but through presence. And from this place I will continue to enlarge your territory, deepen your roots, and elevate your voice. Now I unfold before you the vision I've hidden in my heart. For you, the very purpose I crafted before you took your first breath. This vision is not small, for I do not give my children fragments. I give full blueprints, full strategies, full mantles. And today I unveil to you a glimpse of what I've long seen, a life lived in full alignment with heaven's design. There is more ahead than you've imagined. This vision is bigger than comfort, bigger than influence, bigger than platform. It is about impact eternal, measurable only in souls transformed, families healed, nations touched by the residue of your obedience. I am giving you eyes to see beyond your current season. You've seen glimpses in your dreams. You felt stirrings in your spirit. And now I confirm it was me. I've been speaking all along. This vision requires preparation. That's why I've led you through fire. That's why I've tested your motives. I will not build a palace of purpose on a shaky foundation. I required pruning so you would be able to handle the weight of this calling. And now, the scaffolding is coming down. The structure is sound. The building of your destiny begins. You will begin to receive strategy ideas that come suddenly, but with divine clarity. Visions that make your heart burn and your spirit leap. Write them down. Guard them in prayer. Move as I lead, not as the world demands. I am not bound by systems. I'm building through the yielded, through the humble, through the listening. There are territories that have not yet been claimed because they've been waiting for someone with clean hands and a pure heart. That someone is you. I will send you into spheres of influence you didn't ask for, industries you don't feel qualified for, rooms you didn't strive for. Don't resist, I've placed you there by design. The favor you're about to experience is not favoritism, it's fulfillment. But hear me, the vision is holy. Guard it. Don't trade purity for popularity. Don't exchange obedience for visibility. Stay hidden in me, even as I lift you up. Let me build the house, so you don't labor in vain. Let me lead, so you don't burn out. Let me speak, so you don't fall into the trap of needing to be heard by man more than by me. And as the vision unfolds, your voice will find its full expression. You've been misunderstood in past seasons, silenced, overlooked. But I have been refining your voice, making it sharp, making it tender, making it true. When you speak now, it will carry weight, not just sound, but spirit. You will declare things that break yokes, Speak life that raises the dead places in hearts. Preach truth that convicts without crushing. This is what you were born for. Do not measure the vision by what you have now. Provision will follow vision. Resources will come. Partners will align. But move in faith first. I move with those who move with me. Faith is not waiting to see, it's walking because I said go. And I have said, go. You'll begin to feel a holy urgency, not anxiety, but movement. My spirit will nudge you. Pay attention. When I tell you to reach out, obey. When I prompt you to give, trust me. When I send you to speak, release the word. Delayed obedience is disobedience. This vision requires a quickened spirit and a yielded heart. And yes, it will cost you something. But what you give up is nothing compared to what you'll gain. Lay it all down again, your timeline, your comfort, your reputation, your expectations. Let me replace it with what is eternal. Let me give you vision that outlives trends and survives storms. Let me build in you something that hell itself cannot tear down. This is your inheritance, not a life of fear, but a life of faith. Not a life of running, but of ruling. Not a life of guessing, but of divine clarity. And it begins now. Beloved, this is the moment when I pour out the fullness of what I've been preparing you to receive. You've walked through the fire. You've endured the silence. You've trusted me in the dark. And now the heavens are opening wider than ever before. I am releasing the rain of my spirit over your life. Not drops, but downpours. Not visitation, but habitation. You will not just feel me now and then, you will live in the overflow of my presence. This outpouring is personal. It is tailored for you, for your assignment, your wounds, your restoration, your legacy. I am pouring oil into every dry place, water into every barren land, glory into every empty room of your soul. You are being saturated with my love, soaked in my truth, immersed in my power. You will know what it is to walk with me in such closeness, that your thoughts align with mine, your desires are purified, your prayers burned with fire. I am igniting your prayer life again. Where there was weariness, there will be fire. Where there was silence, there will be songs. You will weep, not from sadness, but from the weight of my glory. You will speak, and angels will be dispatched. Your voice will become a weapon, not in anger, but in authority. Every decree you speak in my name will be established. Hell will tremble when you pray. And in this outpouring, healing will flow. Not only for you, but through you. I will use your hands to restore the broken. I will use your words to bring peace to anxious hearts. I will give you eyes to see pain others hide, and the wisdom to bring hope without judgment. You are being raised as a deliverer, a healer, a rebuilder of broken walls. This is your inheritance. Do not say, "Who am I?" Say instead, "Here I am." That's all I need. Your yes, your willingness, your availability. I do not need perfection. I need surrendered vessels. And that is who you are. Your heart belongs to me. That's why the enemy fought you so hard. That's why hell tried to shut you down, distract you, discourage you. But you are still here, still standing, still believing. And that, my child, is your victory. This outpouring will also bring supernatural provision. Your needs have not gone unnoticed. I see every unpaid bill, every silent worry, every what if that keeps you awake. And I say now, I am Jehovah Jireh. I will supply, not just barely enough, but abundantly. You will give and not lack. You will sow and reap beyond measure. You will live with an open hand because your source is unlimited. Resources are being released. People are being stirred on your behalf. Contracts, confirmations, connections, all lining up now. You don't have to chase. You don't have to strive. Simply walk where I lead, and everything you need will meet you there. Miracles are already in motion, and even now, I am wrapping you in peace. Peace that passes all understanding. Peace that silences fear. Peace that protects your heart and your mind. This peace is not the absence of trouble. It is the presence of my assurance. I am with you. I go before you. I surround you. You are safe in me. In this holy moment, I anoint you anew. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, you are being consecrated, marked, empowered, sent. You are stepping into the fullness of everything I've spoken over you. You are walking out of this moment not just encouraged, but changed. Now take a breath, not just physical, but spiritual. Inhale my spirit. Exhale every lie. Inhale my truth. Exhale every burden. You are being filled to overflowing. And this overflow is not the end. It is the beginning of a new era. Now, my beloved child, I seal this word over your life with my hand, the hand that formed you, sustained you, and is now sending you. This is your commissioning. This is not just the end of a message, but the beginning of a movement, a divine transition, a crossing over. You are no longer who you were when this word began. You have been transformed in my presence, and I now declare, it is time to rise. Go forth, not in the strength of your flesh, but in the power of my spirit. Every promise I have spoken will be fulfilled. Not one word will fall to the ground. I am faithful to complete what I started in you. The same voice that called you out of darkness now calls you into divine purpose. You are not walking out alone. I go before you as a pillar of fire, and I surround you with my glory. I declare over you now, you are equipped. You are ready. You are strong. You are radiant with my presence. The doubts that once clouded your mind are silenced by my truth. The fears that once gripped your heart are crushed by my perfect love. The shame that once clung to your name is washed away by my blood. You are not a slave to your past. You are a herald of your future. Let the fire that I've placed within you burn bright. Do not hide it. Do not shrink back. You were not made for comfort, you were made for conquest. You were not designed for retreat, you were born to advance. Every room you enter will shift. Every space you occupy will feel the weight of heaven upon your life. You are not ordinary. You are a vessel of the extraordinary. You will no longer apologize for your anointing. You will no longer tone down your calling to fit in. You were never meant to blend in. You were meant to stand out, like a city on a hill, like a lamp on a stand, like salt in a tasteless world. And I will draw the hungry to you, not because of your words, but because of your light, the light of my presence. As you go, declare my name with boldness, love fiercely, serve joyfully, forgive freely, speak with conviction, walk in compassion, live with humility. Let the fragrance of Christ be upon you. Let your life be the sermon the world cannot ignore. Let every act, every word, every step reflect me. And when the weight feels heavy, return to me. I will refresh you. I will pour into you again and again. My well never runs dry. My presence never fades. You are not just anointed for a season, you are marked for a lifetime. What I've begun in you will ripple into eternity. You are now stepping into territories the enemy once claimed. But fear not the ground you walk on, I've already given you. The doors you enter, I have already opened. The favor you carry, I have already established. You are my ambassador, my living letter, my flame, in a world of shadows. Now arise, shine, go forth. And when you go, take this word with you. Let it remind you who you are. Let it awaken you when you grow weary. Let it fan the flame when you feel faint. This word is not just for today. It is for the journey. It is for the battle. It is for the promise. You are not alone. You are not empty. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are beloved. You are mine. Amen. If this word has stirred your heart, share it.